Well, you are seeing it correctly. We have comments back. I posted on Instagram the other day, so I was just minding my own business, sitting on my porch, checking my messages, checking my email, and I see I have this email from YouTube, and it says re-enabling comments on your channel. And I was like, is this one of those emails that you get like from Amazon, you know, that says your card for payment is no longer active, you need to update your payment info? That's like just trying to get you to click on it, totally spam, and it's just going to steal your bank account information. It's like, is this a tricky email? And so I clicked on it and I read it, and it was like basically just said, look, we working on our algorithm to better catch predatory comments. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to like go into it all here in the vlog because I feel like it will end up being forever long. But we've gotten so many questions like, why did you guys have your comments removed? People think that we shut them off or that our channel had done something or whatever. That wasn't the case at all. YouTube kind of just did this huge, massive sweep a few years ago and pulled comments from tons and tons of channels. I mean, Special Books by Special Kids, SB, yeah, I think that's what the channel's called. Their content is amazing and wholesome. Their comments have been removed for 2 years. So it was just this large algorithm sweep that we got caught up in, even though we have always monitored our comments for, you know, predatory comments and things like that. We don't let things like that sit on our channel. We never did. But our comments were disabled, basically. There was no really way to petition YouTube to get them back. There was just nothing that we could do. We've talked about it a handful of times over the years, and at some point, because it has been 2 years, 2 years, we got our comments. They like gave them back to us for 1 or 2 videos, and I think they were like sort of testing this new algorithm they were building, but we got them back for like a couple of videos and then they were gone again. So essentially for 2 years we have not had comments. It's bananas. It's definitely, it affects your channel, not just like in terms of you know, the channel's success, though it can, because YouTube takes all kinds of things into consideration when it decides what channels and videos to promote, and it looks at engagement. And if your channel is getting a bunch of comments, then they see that as engagement and they'll help promote your content. And you know, when you go 2 years with no comments, that's not great for channels. But for me, it's been more the lack of community. I say constantly in vlogs, like, I wish we had comments so that y'all could tell me what you think about this or that. Because the reality is that a lot of you guys don't follow me on other platforms. You're not following me on Instagram. You're not necessarily over at the second channel. And that's okay. Asking people to go off the platform you're currently on, to engage with you about some question you have or something like you want people to weigh in on, it is a big ask. It sounds silly, but it is a big ask to ask people to leave the platform they're on and go somewhere else. So I know a lot of people tried doing things like posting a picture on Instagram and having people leave the comments for that day's video there. I didn't want to fuss with all of that stuff. So I am just grateful. That is what I am trying to spew out in this long diatribe, is that I am just grateful that we have comments back. Leave us a comment down below. I can actually say that now. And I think Ciara and I even talked about doing, because I know we get lots of questions about different projects and farm things we have going on and stuff like that. Ciara and I had even talked about doing like a weekly or maybe bi-weekly where we take the comments and questions from our, you know, that week's videos, and then we sit down and answer them. Because I only do actual like sit down Q&As like once a quarter. That way we could stay more on top of like communicating with y'all and answering questions and stuff like that. What, buddy? What? So, hi. Hi. You're so silly. You waving hi to the grandma? Yeah? Anyhow, so we had talked about doing that, about doing kind of almost like a weekly, probably not weekly. We don't put up enough content for it to be weekly, but like every 2 weeks, once a month, something like that. Anyways, just addressing questions that we get in the comments of videos. Here's what I will say. The last thing I will say about the comments being back is that we still have to monitor comments. That's one of the things that YouTube said is, we're giving you your comments back. We're still, you know, we've improved our algorithm, but you're still ultimately responsible for monitoring your comments. I have always done that on both of my channels because I think that negativity breeds negativity, hate breeds hate, and the last thing that I want is for people to come to my channel and go to comment in the comment section or ask something or whatever, and it turn into this big thing where everybody's being mean and nasty, and I just think it's ridiculous. So I always monitor my comments. I don't let people who are just being turkey birds stick around and be turkey birds. Yeah, so that same policy will apply here with the comments on this channel, and the, you know, if we're gonna do questions, you know, every 2 weeks or whatever, everyone must be nice and play nice in the sandbox, otherwise you have to take your Barbies and go home. That policy still stands. So, what's up? Okay, what do you want? Those are hot peppers. You do not want those. You might think you want them. You don't. Okay, on my agenda today is I'm doing a little bit of meal prep stuff for 4th of July. I filmed a grocery haul and I just need to share the meal plan from it for 4th of July. But I've got a fun drink recipe I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna do like some like fruit kebabs and stuff like that. So, uh-oh, there's flies. I made brownies last night. Gotta get the flies away. My friend came out with this book. Heather Avis wrote this book, Different, A Great Thing to Be. This is actually about her daughter, Macy, who has Down syndrome. And I ordered this book on pre-order forever ago, but it just came in the mail yesterday. And I thought I would show it to you guys. I'll link it down below. But it's all about kids who are different. So if you've got a kiddo that is different, I bet that they would like this book. It's a great gift book as well. Okay. I've got my little to-do list written on the back of an envelope here because that's how we roll. Okay, I need to make earwig traps. I think I have some earwig issues in my garden, so I looked up this morning how to make earwig traps, so I want to do that. I need to laminate the kids' summer chore charts and routines, which I will share that probably in a video soon. Kind of what our summer school and summer chore plans and all that stuff are, and then I might do a printable for that as well if you guys want to use the same format, but I need to laminate those. I'm filming the dinner for tonight, recipe for tonight for an upcoming Cook With Me video, so I'll show the end result and everything in today's video, but I'll probably save the filming of that for that upcoming video. And then I need to gather all of my canning supplies because I am going to attempt to can some things. I don't know that I'm actually going to get to canning anything today, but I do want to get all my supplies together and make sure that I've got everything that I need. We've got a bunch of wild blackberries at the front of the property. Oh my gosh, Lottie is, hold on one second. The goat is using my flower garden fencing to scratch her back and basically tearing it down. Anyways, there's wild blackberries growing at the top of the property, so I'm gonna gather them up and I might try to make some blackberry jam out of them, but I have picked a ton of zucchini and I've got a bunch of herbs as well, basil and stuff like that, which I think I'm gonna dehydrate some of. Now listen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, toot, but I made the best pico yesterday out of stuff from the garden. Hang on one second. I made the best pico last night that was mostly stuff from the garden. Well, a lot of stuff from the garden, but it was really good, and I mashed it like with avocado to make like sort of a chunky guacamole. I don't know if there's a name for that. There probably is. It was delicious. We had it with taco soup last night for dinner. Pretty sure I've shared our taco soup recipe before, but we had that for dinner last night and it was magnifique. Anyways, that's the stuff that's on my to-do list. I also want to make some fly repellent for the chicken coop. I did some bunches of herbs out there with some basil and rosemary and mint, little bunches, hanging them in there to try to help keep the flies down, but I'm also going to make a spray with essential oils. So yeah, much to do today. Okay. I need you guys to help me make some kitchen renovation decisions. I honestly feel like it's just so much wasted space not being utilized well over here. here's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm gonna, you know what, let me just flash on the screen here a few inspiration pictures for kitchens that I love, and hopefully you'll kind of get the vibe I'm going for in here, even though I can't do exactly what I'm showing you. I just kind of want to give you the vibe, if you will. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of taking these cabinets and moving them to the garage once our garage is delivered, whenever that happens. It's, you know, 3 months late, but whatever. And then doing brick facing on this wall, and then adding shelves, like sort of the wood and iron open shelving here, so that I have easy access for a lot of my pots and pans, the cast iron, stuff that would look nice being out and not too cluttered. As you can see, this is just a cluttered mess right now. But I'm thinking about doing that because we have no backsplash in the kitchen. So I am very interested in doing a brick backsplash everywhere, but then making this whole thing a wall. And then over here in the rest of the kitchen, we would be painting all of the cabinetry here, and then these pillars we would be wrapping, like not wrapping, but taking off this thin wood, you know, that's kind of, it's just like a thin piece of wood that's kind of been nailed on there. Oh Lord, are they tearing down the playroom? Are they burning it to the ground? And replacing that with either the same brick that we use as a backsplash or a stone, because we're going to be doing stone in the living room behind the fireplace thingy. So we want to tie it all together somehow, so we're going to use stone and brick, a combination of the two. But I think that if I did that, because we'll be doing whatever, that same brick or stone on that side there, like on all of these sort of pillars and beam areas. So I think if I do that and we paint the cabinets, then I think I'll be fine with leaving the rest of this wood tone, because I like the wood tone. It's just too much, and the cabinets are pretty red. This is obviously still red, but I actually don't mind the tone of that as much. So anyways, that's my thoughts of the day. I'm still trying to decide on what color cabinets, whether or not Christopher and I would like to tackle doing them ourselves or hire someone to paint them. Yes, I keep putting this sweater on and off because I'm cold and I'm hot and I'm cold and I'm hot. Honestly, and maybe you guys can weigh in here and let me know what you think. This is the first project around here that I've really considered if we should hire a kitchen designer for. I have no idea what that costs. I'm not talking about hiring like a project manager and a construction team. I'm talking about hiring somebody who specializes in like an interior designer, a kitchen designer, somebody who would have ideas that I haven't thought of. I mean, I can Pinterest till the cows come home, but somebody that could come in the space and go, okay, here's what you can do if you did this and this. You know, you watch those, I need like a Joanna Gaines. I need to find somebody that can take my visions, the things that I like, and take those pictures and go, okay, I smell what you're stepping in, I get what you like, let me show you like how you can do that, what they would recommend, because I just, honestly, I don't want to ruin this kitchen. That's a big reason why I've waited to do anything in here. Number one, we've been focusing all of our attention on the outside stuff. But number two, because I'm scared to death to ruin the kitchen, because I really fell in love with this kitchen. Y'all know that's really what sold me on this house, was like this heart of the home kitchen that I love, and I'm scared to ruin it. And I don't want to do the, you know, everybody's doing the just completely like bright white kitchen, which is great, that's fine, but that's not exactly what I want. I want more of a rustic feel kitchen. I want to lighten up the cabinets, I want to lighten it up in here, but I also don't want it to turn into something that looks like a cookie cutter bright white kitchen. So my children need me. That's all for now. Sorry for the lighting, but I think Benjamin just snuck into my room and he's probably playing in my makeup. Whoa. He loves to sneak in my room and play with my makeup. But anyway, so I'm gonna wash all the bedding, and then, oh, that's what I was gonna say is, I've gotten a bunch of questions about what I think about this Garmin watch, if I like it. I do, and I'm gonna talk about it in my upcoming June favorites video. I'll share a little bit more about it, how it's working for me, what I like about it, what I don't, all that kind of stuff. I'll talk about my favorites video. All right, come on, dude. Oh, you want the toys out of the tub? All right, we'll get the toys. Let's go change our diaper and then grab all the kids' bedding. Okay, so on my last video, somebody asked me about my nails. So I just thought I would show you guys and mention really quickly that if you saw a few months ago, I shared in a vlog that my nails were atrocious. They were down to like little nubs. I was biting them again, something I haven't done since I was like in my 20s. So it was really bothering me because not only did I feel like my hands always look gnarly, not just like hard-working woman hands, but like nasty, you know? So I was like, okay. I put on the fake nails that I've shared about a bunch, the red aspen ones, getting myself out of the habit of biting them and them starting to grow again. Then I just started, like, I don't go to the salon and get my nails done. I've been doing my own nails at home. I just have these two little containers that I got at Target, and in one of them I keep like the manicure supplies here, so just nail polish remover. I've been using this Sally Hansen instant cuticle remover, and then I think this is from the brand Japanesque. Don't run off with my AirPod, you little turkey bird. I think this is from the brand Japanesque, but it's just a little cuticle thing. So I use that cuticle stuff and this, and keep my cuticles trimmed back. And then just some nail files in here. Hey! And then I also use this Adesi New York cuticle oil that you can also get one at the store. This is the C&D solar oil. So I've just been using some kind of cuticle oil, and then I pretty much have been sticking to a couple of brands of nail polish. First of all, I pretty much stick to like 3 different colors, but I've been sticking to the OPI brand I really like, and then from Target, this is my other favorite is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry. And so like what I have on my nails right now, this kind of more orangey red color. This is from OPI, and it is a Red Vival City. It's kind of more of an orangey red. Is that the one I have on? Yes. So from like the drugstore or whatever, I pretty much stick to the Sally Hansen Instant Dry and this Wet n Wild One Step Wonder Gel. Now, on top of them, to make them last, I use this Such a V. This is what I put on top of whatever nail polish color I choose, whether it's an Insta Dry or an OPI. Okay, hang on one second. Everyone's down here right now. I don't know why I even thought I had the opportunity to sit down and talk about nail polish with y'all. These children are like, I don't think so, lady. Anyway, so I'll link that stuff down below. I may even do like a blog post. I'm trying to revive my blog. I've been posting more there and sharing more there, but I may even do a blog post just with all of that in one place, because I do like it. It does work. Now, I end up doing my nails like once a week after the kids go to bed. Are you waving? After the kids go to bed, I'll just sit in bed and do my nails while I'm listening to something or watching something. And with that gel top coat, it dries really quickly, so it's not like I have to be up for an hour after I do my nails before I can go to bed. Probably once a week, just depending on how hard I am on them. Just at home manicures just don't last as long, but it's a lot cheaper to do it yourself. Saves me time. Okay, everyone's bringing me snacks and throwing things at me, so let me help the kids. Holy cow, this candle smells amazing. It has, the entire downstairs smells good because of that candle. All right, I'm gonna make sloppy joes for lunch. No, nothing special to see here, but I'll show you anyways. The ingredients are simple. Ground beef. Children are kind of at each other's throats today. We absolutely have those days, like everybody else, where the kids get along great, and there's days where it just seems that all they do is irritate each other. Today is one of those days, which is fun for me because then I just am a referee all day instead of getting other things done. And since we're having this for lunch that has ground beef in it, for dinner tonight we're actually doing a cheesy stuffed shells recipe. So that's a meatless dinner. I try not to do like heavy meat for lunch and dinner because it's expensive. Oh my God. Okay. My son has an axe. I know he's out there with CR, so maybe CR is letting him do that. But I think I should check just in case. Okay, silly me apparently, because I was like, CR's out there working on the chicken coop. And I was like, CR, did you tell him he could swing that axe? CR's like, it's not an axe, it's a pick. Okay, did you tell him he could swing it? Like, duh, dumb woman. It's a pick, not an axe. Okay, well, I've listened to enough true crime to know that a pick and an axe can both do damage. Now, I do actually have a good like homemade recipe for sloppy joes, but when I was putting away the groceries, I saw that we had a can of manwich in there, so I'm just gonna add this and forget the homemade recipe. So, the ground beef is almost done. Add manwich, pull out the hamburger buns, and then I'll probably cut up some veggies. I need veggies.
Girl, I think it's time I let you go.
All right, I made myself some chicken wontons. I'm not gonna eat all of these. Rosie loves them too. So she and I are gonna share some chicken wontons because I'm not a super fan of the sloppy joes. So chicken wontons it is. I just wanted to show you guys the update on the chicken coop. CR built the frame. I did the arduous task of painting, and then he just finished the door. So we've got more to do to get it complete. But for right now, the chickies can hang in here, although I need him to put the shade cover back over the top. He went to pick up the roofing materials right now so we can get the roof up, but we need to get them some shade. They're digging out their dirt spot so they can take their little dirt baths. That's how they stay cool. And I also ordered a misting system to set up in here and give them sort of a misting water. You can see them kind of hassling. So they're pretty hot. It's very hot. So we're just trying to find ways to keep them cool with lots of fresh water and stuff like that. All right, well, that was the best I could do with the ladder, just to pull that up there, but it gave them a shaded corner, and I sprayed the hose in there, gave them fresh water. I wet the ground a little bit, so they can stay cool until CR gets home. Alright, I'm going to start making dinner. This is the cheesy stuffed shells ingredients, but I am going to film this for a cook with me video, so that'll go up on my other channel at some point, hopefully in the next week or so. But I'm going to start making. I'll show you guys the end result, but I'm going to save the filming of the recipe for the other video. Alright, dinner's almost done, and then after dinner we're going to work on, we started this unit, hey bud, this Independence Day unit. They've got different, I printed them out and laminated the covers and bound them. That was just something I ordered online, but we've been doing this. It's just got 6 lessons. We've been doing this every evening after dinner with the kids, and I'll talk more about it when I'm done with it because I want to get through all of it before I kind of weigh in on my thoughts. But so far, I like it. So we sit down and do this as a family. There's an advanced learner. There's one for pre-readers to 3rd grade. And then there's one for growing learners, which is 4th through 8th grade, I believe. So we're going to sit down, and then I just printed one out for me. So we're going to sit down and do that after dinner. And I think I just heard the shelves beep. So I'm going to go pull those out of the oven, and I'll show you that.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay.